What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Legends. Today, we're having a discussion. I want to have a discussion a couple times a week, maybe two, something like that. Just talking about what's going on, my thoughts. Now, I'm a little delayed on this one. Things have been happening for a while now. I understand that. But using these units, I got them with relatively high stars like the Goku and the new Apul Force. I'm not calling him Frieza Force. Apul Force. He's the master of that force. And just talking about stuff. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you sub, leave a like, or resub, because I lost a bunch of subs when I put up Pokemon. My bad. Didn't mean to upload different things to my own channel. I do apologize for that. That's on me, bro. My bad. Either way. So talking about this kind of stuff, just to like kind of shine a little light on it and say like this is a good thing. Like this is positive, for sure. So let's jump in. Let's talk about it a little bit. The Apul Force. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool that they go out of the... Obviously, these units already have character models. But to just give us stuff, to feel like you're getting stuff. Do I think they're super viable? One or two of them so far have been really good. Yeah. Like, Apul is actually very surprisingly solid. Orlin, I know, is a monster. I just haven't worked on him at all. I've been working on the two of them with the purple Ginyu. And, like, I think that's cool. The Gokus were they were a hit and a miss at the same time. It's still dope to get a Goku from every single thing, but it shouldn't have been Goku's. Like, I understand it's Goku. I get it, right? Like, I understand that he's popular and that kind of stuff, but it really should have been a different character from every single arc. So they should have had OG Dragon Ball. Give us like a Piccolo or like a TN or something. That's a sparking free unit that buffs that team, or straight up just Dragon Ball, right? And then they move on to Z Saiyan Saga. And then we can have that Goku. That's perfectly fine. Or we can have a Raditz or a Nappa or whatever else. Or a Vegeta. We just got 30 Fire Race Vegeta. We don't need that. That Goku's fine. I don't mind that. Or even Piccolo. I'm just saying. Frieza Saga. They could have given us something to relate to that. They could have given us a Zarbon that transforms. That would have been amazing. Like, I understand it's not the easiest thing in the world to make those kind of characters, but it's the 3rd anniversary. It's kind of a time we could make the exception. Right? And then we move on to the Cell arc. Well, I guess you have androids, technically speaking, but you could give us androids with Yamcha with a hole in his chest. That'd be kind of funny. I'd be down for that. But we'll go to the Cell arc. Give us a Cell. Use the same model again. Nobody cares about that kind of thing. If the unit's good and they're free, nobody cares. Use the same model. That's fine. You can make it into two different things with slightly different animations, and we're not going to complain for a free unit for the most part. You have your people that are like, oh my gosh, but like, it's more when they're summonable than when they're straight up free, right? And you go from Cell, you go into the Buu arc. Then we get like a Deborah or something. Because again, we already have multiple models for them with multiple attacks. Give us a Deborah that's super dope that buffs the Buu saga. That would have been way better than here's a bunch of Gokus that weirdly buff their colors and or their sagas or whatever else. And it's like the saga idea is cool, and I like that a lot, and I'm glad they decided to do that. But realistically, the three that I have on the screen right now are the only ones that I find viable. Even the Super Saiyan one with Bardock, not being good, that's nuts. Like, that's insane. Bardock makes almost every unit top tier. Like, I can still rock EX Broly in PvP at like rank like 3,000, 4,000, and I can still do okay because he's that good with Bardock, right? GT Goku, no, GT Goku's he's a rough one. I may love the unit, but he's a rough one. There's just a lot of things they could have done with that, but at the same time, they are free. It's just, those are the kind of units that, and I think they've gotten better at listening, for sure, throughout the anniversary, but at the same time, they just keep releasing stuff, and we have to expect that. Like, the game's not going to shift, right? Like, it's not going to change. I made, like, 3 or 4 videos talking about all the anniversary and stuff like that, and I just never put them up because I was, like, just pissed off in the videos. For stupid stuff, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, being a YouTuber or whatever else, you have a different perspective. So it's one thing when you're on Twitter and, like, not calling somebody out, but you got, like, 30 followers or something, right? And, you see the occasional comment this, that, whatever else. You're like, yeah, but when you're that YouTuber and you're getting tagged and all this stuff, and, like, yeah, I may not be super involved now, but, even 6 months ago, getting 30, 40 tags a day about how pissed off people are. It's like, I don't tell you, like, you have a different perspective. You know what I mean? That's the main thing to remember when it comes to that. So having that different perspective on this kind of thing, of course, it's going to influence my thought. And then I'm an influencer, so I'm going to influence your guys' thought. So I like to keep it as neutral as I possibly can. I think overall they could have done it better with the free-to-play units. The Gokus just feels like they weren't listening. They're just like, here you go. Here's some more units that fit on Sun Family. That's what it always feels like when we get these Sun Family units. You could have done way cooler stuff. It's the anniversary, bros. Like, and then we get to the Pool Force. And I do think that that's super dope. Ultra Vegeta. I'm making a video. I made a video for tomorrow about Ultra Vegeta at 9 stars. So you can check that out. And he's actually really good. And that's cool. Those kind of units, that's sick, bro. Like, I have zero complaints over these units that they basically just hand to us. Well, okay, hold on. I have to do extreme co-op. So as I said that, my brain was like, yeah, okay, well, tell yourself that when you're doing extreme co-op. That they just hand it to you. But, but either way. It's only a positive. And I know that. But bringing up the negatives, you kind of have to do it to an extent. I don't really care about clicks and views nowadays. It's just, I want to talk about it. And looking at these things, they could have been way cooler. That's the main thing. They could have been so much sicker. I hope the next time they do some kind of like anniversary type hype thing, like this time they could have done like movie units. Give us a new one from each of the movies. Give us a free-to-play cooler that's like extreme, that's really solid, whatever else, right? And I mean, the back-to-back banners and stuff, yeah, I mean, that pisses me off just as much as it pisses anybody else off. Like, it wasn't enjoyable to get Gogeta and Zamasu, be hyped for that. Finally get Gogeta, use both my LSD powers that I had, like, stored up or whatever else. On top of a third one I've been saving, which I threw into UI Goku to give him 7 stars. And then, they're like, hey, here's Gohan. And it's like, shitheads. Like, stop. Come on, you know what you're doing. Like, we all know what you're doing. Stop it. And you see it when you look like the raid and stuff like that. It's affecting. Like, ain't nobody doing this raid, and if they are, they're DCing. Like, crazy. Like, it's normal. Yeah, of course people DC in it because they don't want to do it in general. But this raid is an exception to the rule. That it's like, my gosh. Like, does anybody want to play this? Like, is anybody doing this to have fun? Like, it's nuts. You know what I mean? So, just going through that. I mean, you see the things, the repercussions, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, right? We all get pretty mad, and we all get pretty heated about stuff. I don't get too mad nowadays. Because, like, unless you match my Rising Mush, like, my Rising Rush, if I could speak, that's how mad I am. Then I'm a little bit pissed off. But aside from that, it doesn't really... We should all be used to it. We're at the 3rd anniversary now. Like, Frieza should have been no shock. I know people are like, bro, Frieza's not part of the 3rd anniversary. Okay, White Knight, I understand. But the fact that they're like, well, we released Gohan at the end of this month. Well, you got Gogeta and Zamasu at the end of this month. Gohan's this month. And then Frieza's that month. Shut up. Like, I don't care. They all came within like 6 weeks of each other. That's too much. That's too much. And how many units the anniversary had? 17! 17 new units. And somehow your boy got 16 of them. Only spending like $200. I took my W. And I'm going to keep taking my W. And I'm going to keep talking about taking my W. Because I use Goku all the time at almost 9 stars. So it's fantastic. I had a video on Goku yesterday if you want to go check it out. Yeah, looking at these free-to-play units, there's only positives, but they could just be cooler. Yeah, Pool Force is fine. That's sick. I don't mind. I see people on, like, I have a Facebook group if you guys don't know. It's like 31,000 people on the Facebook group or something like that. It's linked down below if you want to join it. It's Facebook, so I don't know. But yeah, if you want to join that, you're more than welcome to go check it out. And people get pissed off. They're like, what is this? I wanted a new hype unit. And then they get a new hype unit and they're like, I'm not going to summon for this. And it's like, what do you want? What do you want? They're trying here with that. So I have to give them that. They are trying to give us cool, different stuff. I'm not going to say innovative. I almost did. Different stuff, right? But again, the Gokus could have been cooler. Pool Force is fine. We should never, ever in a million years get 4 LFs in 6 weeks. I don't like it. I don't care if it spans across 3 months. Shut up. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. That's how it goes. Okay? I don't even know why I summoned on Frieza. I don't even care. I don't even like Frieza that much. I don't even have a Frieza. I have all of these things. I have one little tiny baby golden Frieza right up there in front of Gogeta. I don't even like Frieza that much. And I went in 10,000 because I'm a crackhead for Legends. I'm part of the problem, right? And I know that. But I'm not going to do anything about it. So, either way, let me know down below. Do you like the Gokus? Do you like the Pool Force? Should we have gotten something cooler? Do you think it should have been like a Pool and then like a Zarbon and Doria? Do you care? Like, do you care about Zarbon and Doria? Like, if they're sparking, I would say that'd be dope. Should they have just been Zenkais for the Ginyu Force? They obviously gave us the purple Ginyu. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. Like, he only buffs, what is it, Ginyu Force? Or he's only buffed by Ginyu Force? Something like that. He has to have Ginyu Force members on his team, and it's like, you just gave us a whole free team of Frieza Force, and you're not going to let us use them with that Zenkai Ginyu? Okay, like, good idea. So I'm assuming we're getting something else that's Ginyu Force. I would like a duo. You know what would be sick? If we're talking about free stuff, or even like Summonable at this point, would be sick is we get a Jace with a Birder, and a Raccoon and a Goldo. That would be sick, like duo cards. We're not going to. Ice and Nova are separate cards. That kind of, we're not going to get that. And we've seen all the last duo cards. It's like, okay, well, I guess you could say Maya's here. She shot her shotgun, sure. So, either way, I'm out of here. Catch you guys around. Let me know down below, what do you feel about stuff. I actually don't think I was whining or griping. Normally I'd be like, do you think I'm whining too much? I don't think I was. I think I was pretty impartial here. So, make sure you follow me on Twitter, RadicalYT. Check out Twitch, RadicalYT. Subscribe down below and leave a like. Appreciate you. Deuces.